Good evening friends, I am Rohit Chahal. So today we will do the analysis of 2018 GPO RRB Scale 2 paper. So the calculations behind this particular analysis and guessing of the cutoff is I have visited the examination center of Kurukshetra, interacted with a lot of aspirants after the examination. Later I have interacted with a lot of people on WhatsApp in our group and a small survey that I have done from the aspirants. So there is a disclaimer that this particular calculation as per me, as per my thinking, so there might be error as per the actual cutoff. So this is for just your reference purpose. So to begin with, we will keep the 2017 cutoff as the base. Last year in the quants the cutoff was 12.75, reasoning it was 1.75, FA it was 4.50, computer it was 12, and English it was 3.50. So total overall cutoff was 48.6. So this is the 2017 cutoff that I have recently communicated to you. So there might be a question that these numbers on the whiteboard are not visible to you. So these are just for my reference. I will be communicating to you overall in this video. And if you want to go over the calculations and the charts etc. that I have collected through the survey, these will be available in the description of the video. And I will request each and every aspirants who have appeared this year to put the questions that they remember about the examination in the comments. So it will be helping over the next year aspirants. I have also collected a lot of questions, especially about financial awareness. I will be posting in the comments. So after 2017 cutoff, let's begin to this particular year. On the basis of the people survey that I have done, the total number of attempts. So 100 to 110, 12% have attempted. 110 to 130, 35%. The major chunk is between 110 to 130, and 130 to 150 it is about 30%. There are a couple of persons, a good number of persons who have attempted more than 150, but our major chunk lies between 110 to 130, that is 35%, and even 130 to 150 is 30%. So the number of attempts this year has gone pretty much. The paper, overall paper, we can say this year it was easier. Now coming to the next section, that is quants. As compared to last year quants, this year quants was easy, but not a cakewalk. It was not a very simple quants, but yes, last year there were people saying yes, we have attempted only 4 or 5 questions. It was really difficult. This year you will see 10 to 15 question in the range of 10 to 15. The attempt has been 25%, and 15 to 20 it is 33%. And 20 to 25, 20%. So the number of attempts this year has increased in the quants. You can see that 15 to 20 section, it is basically 33% people have attempted. Last year this was the major attempt was in the 10 to 15 area. So approximately we can expect 5 to 7 marks or attempts much more in the quant section this particular year. And 25 to 30 attempts were all 12% and people have attempted between these range. So yes, quants was little bit easy this year. Then coming to the reasoning. Last year cutoff was 1.75, and last year people used to say it is easy. It was easy for most of the people, but overall the cutoff was less because it has been averaged between the according to people preferences and how they attempt. But yes, this year overall the feedback is that reasoning was bit difficult. I will not say that it was totally very difficult, but yes, the pattern was changed according to some. The puzzles that was reduced, even the non-puzzle question, the pattern was bit changed. So we can expect the cutoff to be around 1.5 to 1.75 according to last year only. The reasoning, the person who have attempted less than 10 are approximately 12%. 10 to 15 is the major chunk. 37% have attempted between 10 to 15 questions. Then 30% people have attempted between the 15 to 20. So even if you are saying this reasoning was difficult or bit hard this year, then also 30% have attempted between 15 to 20. Then coming to 20 plus, it is just 12%. Every year the people who were attempted more than 20 in the reasoning percentage was more than 30%. This year it is less than 12%. So by this analysis we can say the reasoning was bit difficult. Cutoff will be around 1.5. So even if you have attempted 5 accurate questions, you don't need to worry about the individual cutoff. We missed the expected cutoff of quant. Last year it was 2.75. I hope this year it will be around 4 to 5 marks. Then going to the next part, FA. Last year people were a bit surprised about the major chunk of questions were from the static banking. This year people were aware, so they were prepared mentally for both the current financial awareness as well as the static banking. So this year the mix was also approximately nearby 50% question were from the both the sections. Now coming to the attempts, 15 to approximately 20% people have attempted between 15 to 25. 30% have attempted between 25 to 30, and 30 to 35% in the range 30% have attempted. So we can see the 60% are between 25 to 35. So overall the attempt in the FA section is been good, but what matters in the FA is the accuracy. What is the major difference creator is the accuracy, and the negative marking which hampers the overall cutoff if you are not so confident in the FA. And people when they discuss in the WhatsApp group, they find yes there are a lot of questions have been wrong. It happens with everybody, so you don't need to panic, because FA is the section where generally questions gets wrong. So the learning from this year FA is that you be ready for the mix of financial awareness, the static part and the current awareness part last 5-6 months. Then coming to the next section, that is computer. So in the computer, this is the most scoring section. The accuracy is also good in this. People pull their complete total marks and the cutoff part by scoring good in the computer section. So this matters a lot in the final score. So we can see 24% have got attempted more than 35%, and 36% have attempted more between 30 to 35. So we can see approximately 50% have attempted more than 25 questions. So this is the good part about the computer, that is very scoring and the attempts are very much. And range between 15 to 25, only 12% have attempted. So we can see more than 25, the range the person who have attempted is very more. Then coming to the next part, Hindi and English. So this year people are saying that Hindi was a bit difficult, but I won't totally agree with it. Last year also the English was of the same standard as of this particular year, but the difference was last year Hindi was much easier. This year we won't say it is difficult, but we will say it is of the same level of the English. When we see the total attempt level of the Hindi and English, 20 to 25 range, 20% people have attempted in English. In Hindi, 32% have attempted between 20 to 25. Then the next range is 25 to 30. Of the same range, English 27% have attempted, and in the Hindi 37% people have attempted. The difference lies of the range 30 plus. In the Hindi only 11% have attempted, and English 25% have attempted. So overall Hindi and English there is not a much difference. But yes, above the 30% attempt have been less in Hindi. That is basically there were some time consuming questions in Hindi. So those who attempted Hindi this year, please don't get disheartened. Last year it was the different scenario. English was a bit difficult and Hindi was very easy. So this year I will say the standard of the both the paper is same. And talking about cutoff, it will be approximately 6 to 7. So overall when we speak, overall attempt 50 to 70 range, approximately 16% people have said that they are expecting this score. I am talking about score, not the total attempt. So the 16% people believe they will get between the 50 to 70 range. 23% people believe they will get between the 70 to 80, and 26% people believe they will get between 80 to 90, and 19% people believe they will get between 90 to 100. And lastly, 16% people believe they will get more than 110, with approximately up to 125. So as per my last year experience, this particular expected number of score, when people discuss the number of questions, the solutions, they generally tend to get negative, and this attempt, the score expected decreases as soon as they interact with other people. But overall it doesn't make much difference. And this is the particular chart that we can see. You can see, find the in the description, this particular detailed analysis. So finally, what my conclusion will be, if a person who wants to get a home state, the calculation differs from state to state, but as a whole, on average basis, I will say 90 plus score is good score to get a home state for this particular year also and for the last year also. I believe there has not been much difference when we talk about the total scenario. After averaging out, that reasoning was a bit difficult, quant was easy. So after averaging everything, I believe the paper was near about little bit easier than compared to last year. But the total cutoff, we can say last year it was 48.6. This year we can expect it around 55. To get a home state, 90 plus will be good score. To get a good confirmed selection, 70 plus will be a good score, I believe, to get in some other state or of not your first preference. This doesn't mean that those who have got more than 55 or 60 don't have any chance. Yes, of course, any person who is having marks more than the cutoff is having good chance. But when we talk about the interview marks and when you talk about the total averaging, so good score will be we can say 68, 70 plus, and for the home state, good score will be 90 plus. So at last I will say those who have done very well, get ready for the interview. Those who are still in the doubt whether they will get through, be confident, be ready, and start preparing for the interview. If learn from your mistakes. Thank you very much, guys. I will again request you to kindly post any comments, feedback in the video which will be helping the next year aspirants. Share the questions you remember. If you disagree with my calculations, kindly share your perspective. I am not, again repeating, I may not be totally accurate. So if you have a different angle or different approach, kindly share. Thank you very much.